The followers of Jesus expected him to return in the first century. The Christian Bible has Jesus saying that there are people here among me that will not die until I come back in my kingdom. He says this generation will not pass away till everything is fulfilled, but it'll come back soon. But he didn't come back soon. But it'll come back soon. But he didn't come back soon. But it'll come back soon. But he didn't come back soon. That was the expectation. He'd be back in that first generation. And Paul, who writes the first books in the Christian Bible in the 50s, about 25 years after the death of Jesus, Paul's writing at a time when he hasn't come back. And people are looking at their watches, what happened, what's going on? He died with words on his lips expressing his disappointment. He says, my God, why have you forsaken me? He realizes upon his death that he has not accomplished what the Messiah is supposed to accomplish. And so Christians that were so shocked by this death, they said, okay, he died, but he'll be back soon. He's coming back. The Christian idea of the second coming is an admission that he didn't do it the first time around. The Christian idea of the second coming is an admission that he didn't do it the first time around. The Christian idea of the second coming is an admission that he didn't do it the first time around. And so the Jewish picture of the Messiah is not one that we will have to believe. When Christians ask us as Jews, how will you know who the Messiah is? We say very easy. You look out your window, you read the Globe and Mail. Have these things happened? Do we see a world that's been transformed? You cannot miss these changes. All the Jews have come back to their land. The temple's been rebuilt. All the weapons of war in the world have been destroyed. Every person on the planet is following the teachings of the Jews. These are earth-shattering, world-changing events that will be front page for many, many years. And that's what led the early followers of Jesus to redefine the entire concept of the Messiah. The case that I've built for you, the structure of the case that I've built for you, is clear and consistent. These are two words that are going to come up many times today. You'll hear from me. By clear, what I mean is that when we read these passages, they're not ambiguous. They're not passages that leave you scratching your head wondering, what is it talking about? They are so clear that the truth is, everyone agrees to their meaning. That's the criteria for clarity. In this set B, these passages are passages that not only Jews identify as being about the Messiah, our Christian brothers and sisters agree with us. They say, yes, Rabbi Skobach, you're right. All those passages are speaking about the Messiah, and you know what? Jesus will do all those things when he comes in the future. This is the Christian idea of the second coming. Because since Jesus died without fulfilling any of this, you'll see that there are a number of passages in the Bible which again are speaking about this special utopian age in the future. These are passages which speak about this transformed world, but in the context of speaking about this transformed world, they mention a special person, a Jewish descendant of King David, who will be the king of the Jewish people, the leader of the Jewish people. He will be wise and he'll be righteous, and he will be reigning as the king of the Jewish people during this utopian age. In the book of Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 11, very famous passage, a staff will emerge from the stump of Jesse. There's going to be a descendant of Jesse, Yishai. Yishai was the father of David. There's going to be a descendant of David, and a shoot will sprout from his roots. The Spirit of God will rest upon him. A spirit of wisdom and understanding, a spirit of counsel and might, a spirit of knowledge and fear of God. By the way, you all know, I assume, that Christianity believes that the Messiah is not just a human being. Christianity believes the Messiah is God himself, is God in the flesh. The Bible here is telling us that this Messiah will be someone who fears God. It doesn't say that this king, that this descendant of David, of Jesse, is going to be God himself. It says he will be someone who fears God. He will strike the wicked of the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he will slay the wicked. Righteousness will be the belt around his loins, and faithfulness the girdle around his waist. The wolf will live with the sheep, and the leopard will lie down with the kid, and a calf and a lion's cub and a fatling will walk together, and a young child will lead them. The Bible never speaks about believing in the Messiah. That's all Christians speak about. Do you believe in Jesus? But the Bible never says that it's important or we should believe in the Messiah.